Nana, what's my name? Oh Nana, what's my name? Oh Nana, what's my name? What's my name? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's more funnier. The fact that we put a bid for Onana or the fact that he's rejected us and also Malo Gusto. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. All right. Here we go. Back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the latest in Chelsea transfer news. Look, we've come to a bit of a stalemate situation at the moment where midfielders, it's being very, very hard to land our first choice midfielders. And then on top of that, I'm not too keen to go and chase after plan B, plan C, plan D. Apparently, plan A was obviously Enzo Fernandez, and then plan B was Moses Caicedo. Both the plans really, really suited the entire of the Chelsea fan base. Very, very excited about both of these players. And I thought if we can get at least Moses Caicedo in, who's a top midfielder, and then maybe look for another midfielder down the track in the summer, in the likes of Enzo Fernandez, then we're mint. We are set. But that's not the case. Enzo Fernandez, as you guys have already seen in the latest news that's been out there, Benfica is still simply not going to budge. They're not going to budge on their release clause. They want that money up front. And Benfica's manager has also said, look, Enzo is staying. Moses Caicedo as well. Similarly, Brighton, slapping a supposed £100 million price tag on him, which is pretty much stating that, look, he's not up for sale. It's not his valuation, but he's not up for sale. And also, Brighton, they don't want to lose another superstar. They've already lost Trossard this particular transfer window. They don't want to go and lose, Moses Caicedo as well, unless they get a replacement. It's very important because we're running out of time right now. It's very important to get a replacement. I believe, as per the news in recent times, they were trying to reach out to Haidara. I think his name is Amadou Haidara, I believe, from Red Bull Leipzig, but Leipzig are not keen to let go of Haidara either. So we've hit a snag there, and now we're up to this Onana situation, which seems to be plan C. And even Onana has rejected Chelsea Football Club. Now, look, I'm actually quite happy the fact that he's rejected this. I'm actually quite annoyed that why are Chelsea... Look, if you don't honestly believe that he is the right midfielder, which I personally feel, let's not just buy someone just for the sake of it. Now, this is not having a go at Onana. I think he's a very good midfielder. Don't get me wrong, but from where we were talking about Enzo Fernandez, Moses Caicedo, then Onana, it just doesn't sit right with me. If this is the case, stay put with what we have, try and make do, and then see if we can, really solve the situation in the summer. We're 10th. It's not like, I still believe if we can get a momentum of wins, maybe we can still push for top 10, top 4, but do you know what? Like, it's still far-fetched. The top 4 is still far-fetched. Yeah, we can make a push for Champions League, but then again, few people have notified me that we can only add another 3 more players in the Champions League registration. So we can get all these players, but we can only add 3 more. We've already bought Mudryk, we've already bought João Felix, we've already bought Madueke. So João Felix on loan. We get a midfielder and a right back. Well, someone's got to make a sacrifice as to who those 3 people are going to be for the Champions League. So look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest. Let me know how you feel about the fact that Onana has rejected Chelsea Football Club. The word is apparently he wants to stay in Everton and help them out, get out of this particular rut they're in. I still feel that they're gonna get relegated. Onana declined to join Chelsea Football Club. So look, as I said, I'm okay. I'm okay if we don't land our plan A and plan B and really try our best in the summer window to see what we can do. I know there's going to be a lot of teams that's going to be up for, coming into rivaling us for those top players, but it is what it is. I don't want to settle for these secondary, not even secondary. They're like your 3rd, 4th choice. I don't want to settle for that. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, is this news in regards to, this is coming from Malo. Chelsea suffer double transfer setback. Malo Gusto has a supposed 35 million valuation, whilst Amadou Onana knocked back Chelsea approach. Chelsea are adamant they will not be held to ransom for either player. This is coming from Matt Law. We're not going to be held for ransom. Lyon are doing a madness. Lyon's asking for 40 million, apparently 40 million pounds. I know Matt Law saying as Malo Gusto has supposed 35 million valuation, but there was a report somewhere saying he's not going to go unless Chelsea stump up 40 million. For me, even 35 million pounds. Don't forget, we were talking about euros yesterday, 35 million euros, which is approximately about 30 million pounds. I said that's probably the right price. Think about it. I mean, he's 19. He's not really set the world on fire as yet. There's still a lot to prove. And I feel like the 35 million euros was probably more than decent enough. You know very well, if it wasn't Chelsea and if it was some other random club, they'd probably get this deal done for about 25 million euros. Once again, not having a guide the player. The player, Malo Gusto, is a very good player, but it's not really proven. He's not proven anything as yet. He's a potential. And Lyon's taking us for a ride. So good. Chelsea are adamant they will not be held to ransom for either players. That goes with Amadou Onana as well. Apparently Onana, same thing. Everton not really liking our bid and not liking the structure that we have for the deal. So if that's the case, no problems. We want to get these players, especially Amadou Onana. If we are to get this player, and I said it in my recent live stream, I'm okay to get Onana only if we can be guaranteed of a first choice midfielder in the summer. So you can get Onana as long as you can go for Enzo Fernandez in the summer or Moses Caicedo in the summer, then it all kind of, I'm okay with it. I don't want Onana. I don't want, there's apparently names of Sander Berge that's getting thrown around. I don't want all of these secondary midfielders again. Like, yeah, we're gonna look to get rid of all these players that we don't want, and then we're bringing in players who are potentially not ones that we want either. So I don't want to swap the entire squad with, again, players that are unwanted. So happy to get maybe an Onana, but you've got to include a superstar. So I'm happy that Chelsea are adamant that they don't want to be held for ransom, which is absolutely fine. Matt Law further goes on to say Chelsea were willing to offer players on loan to Everton for Onana, but those potentially include Chelsea could have a tough task to convince to go to Everton. Of course, Everton's in the relegation battle. It's going to be very tough to send some of our players over there. The mood over there is not nice. Frank Lampard's been sacked as well. The club over there by their owners is run very poorly. Chelsea could make new bids for both Gusto and Onana. Bids for Enzo Caicedo still not ruled out. So let's see what happens. I can't see how Enzo Fernandez happens now with literally few more days to go. Benfica will have to find a replacement. I don't think that's going to happen. We can try as much as we want. If Benfica won't budge on their release clause being paid all at once up front, it's not going to happen. And with Caicedo, I'm hoping. I still have a hope that we can potentially land Caicedo, but Brighton's got to come to the party, man. We can't force all of these teams to do what we want them to do. Now, in regards to Malo Gusto now, ladies and gentlemen, things have hit the wall a little bit, much like the Caicedo situation. Lyon president Jean-Michel Aulas says Malo Gusto will stay until summer. Malo, a great hope, will continue to play with Olympique Lyon until at least 06/30/2023. So they want to keep him till the end of this season minimum. They're worried that once again, is there going to be a replacement? Apparently, Tariq Lamptey, the latest is Brighton doesn't want to let go of Tariq Lamptey. So what does that mean for replacement in terms of Malo Gusto and also Pedro Porro for Tottenham? They were hoping that Sporting Lisbon goes and gets Tariq Lamptey, but Tariq Lamptey apparently Brighton doesn't want to let him go. Lyon's position has always been to keep Gusto until at least the end of this season. As reported, new American owner John Textor is particularly vocal and bullish about allowing a mid-season sell. So they've got an American owner over there as well, and he's keen on youngsters, young talents, just like our owners. Aulas has often denied transfers before that have happened, and no doubt Chelsea have been pushing this week, but it's going to take a big fee and buy-in from Textor in order to complete the deal. Big fee for Malo Gusto. I say no. There's no need to pay overs for all of these players. Really, there isn't. If we can't do the deal, so be it. We move on. We've tried. Do you know what I mean? So, yes, I would have loved a right back. Yes, I would have loved a midfielder. But what can we do? If all the other clubs around the world wants to price us out, I don't think we should go out there and just pay whatever. Do you know what I mean? So let's see what happens with Reece James. Let's hope that he stays fit. The thing about with Malo Gusto as well, apparently the word is they're happy to sell to us as long as we loan him back to Lyon for the remainder of this season. And I'm like, well, what's the point in that? What's the point in that? In that case, keep him, and then we'll see. We'll come back in the summer and see what we can do. This is what Julian Laurence is saying, ladies and gentlemen. Jean-Michel Aulas has just said that Malo Gusto will stay at Lyon until at least the end of the season. No Chelsea move for him this month. According to the Lyon president, the Chelsea offer was 20 million euros. Do you know what? I like that. I like how we've gone about that situation, 20 million euros. Happy to go up to about 25 with add-ons, take it to 30 million. But that's it. I think we have to be sensible with some of these player purchases. Do you know what I mean? So, and deemed to be low, the 20 million, unless Gusto is sold to Chelsea this month but stays at Lyon on loan until at the end of the season, something Chelsea have refused to agree so far. Makes sense. We need a right back cover for Reece James. What's the point of buying a right back and then loaning him out? It's back to square one, isn't it? We don't have the cover. So absolutely makes sense that we don't want to agree with that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens with Malo Gusto. I was confident that Lyon was gonna agree to all of this, but looks like they want to play hardball and they want to squeeze as much as money as possible. I get it. We're not leaving enough time for them to replace either. So we're going to pay overs for Malo Gusto, and potentially whoever they want to replace Malo Gusto with, they're potentially going to pay overs as well, because other teams will know that Lyon's got the money. So I understand it's not the most, suitable scenario, but I don't want Chelsea to pay overs, man. I really don't want Chelsea to pay overs. Chelsea have warned Lyon that despite preparing a new bid, they are not going to pay over the odds for their player Malo Gusto. This is from Matt Law. Great to hear. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have set a price tag of 50 plus million potential bonus payments for interested clubs for Kai Havertz. This is from Florian Plettenberg, who's very, very close to German news, and I take him seriously. Look, I'm not surprised. Look, I've always said this is an important season for Kai Havertz. If he doesn't do well this season, then he's got to find a new home, because next season will be his last season for in Chelsea Football Club, and this is his third season, isn't it? No, next season will be the fourth, so he'll have 2 more seasons left at the end of this season. But if you want to get rid of him, at the end of this season is the best time. When there's 2 more seasons left, you're going to be able to get this level of money and this bonus payment structure. Look, for me, I'm hoping he does well for the remainder of the season and puts in a case why he should stick around at Chelsea Football Club. But if he doesn't, that'll be 3 seasons of not really reaching his potential. Do you know what I mean? And do we stick around for a 4th season to see what happens? It's already going to get tough with all these new superstars coming in, and Kunku, don't forget, will come in next season as well. Where's his place? Should be, better to get rid of him, get that money and utilize that money elsewhere. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are in all the news that we've talked about. How do you feel about potentially no midfielder, no right back coming in? I don't know. I don't want Chelsea to make any panic buys. If this is it for January, which has been very, very good, let's not forget, we've really added a lot of firepower in attack. But I don't want Chelsea to bend over backwards if people want to price us out in midfield and right back. I don't want to pay overs. And on top of that, paying overs for who? Amadou Onana. Do you know what I mean? In midfield, no. I'd rather go pay overs for quality. I'm happy to pay overs for Enzo. Happy to pay overs on Caicedo. Not happy to pay overs on Amadou Onana. Similarly with Malo Gusto, I think he's a talented right back, but I don't think I'm happy to pay overs. I think we're being fair with our judgment of how much we're offering to Lyon. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this situation, how you're going to feel if we don't make any more transfers till the end of this window. What do you think about Kai Havertz as well? Let me know in the comment section. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. I shall see you guys for another live stream tomorrow, early UK time, approximately around 9:30 a.m. Till then, see ya.